night before I can sleep, guys, because, guys, we are struggling in this life. Not easy. I wish we could have that ability to come on the street and say, send $1 for the night, but we don't have that ability, so we just keep quiet, okay? We just keep quiet and wait for whatever will happen, guys. So if you are out there and you've not slept, please gather here and let's go on with our discussion, guys. Okay? Yeah, so today, after the insecurity issues, masoda, machapati, manyama, and the exit of the Embrace from the village to wherever she's heading to, I will be talking about it later. We have had a disaster in the villa. And of course, guys, I don't know whether Judy Moya was really present or who else. I don't know whether they are there. Let's look at this, guys. Work Sabbath. Work Sabbath decided after Marwa dropped that video. Work Sabbath 40 minutes ago said, I wish I would go in my pocket to give somebody money that is building a villa. But the world is full of foolish people. It's a setback. But God will provide sunshine the next couple of days. Things will dry up and plants will bloom again. Save what can be saved from solar panels and use your YouTube money to replace what is damaged instead of sounding like a begging prosperity preacher. Guys, did you get that statement? Is it me who has dropped? No. It is Work Sabbath, a very strict follower of Marwa. Now there are 3 replies to this guy. Some are like well spoken, absolutely the truth. Another one has sent some, emoji laughing. Then another one says, when are some going stand on their own feet? Others have to work so hard and don't even have hours of them on. They're living in rent apartments in UK, Canada, and USA. Please, let the world see that you can do it on your own. Oh my God. Oh my God. JT, OT, and the rest of you. What have you done tomorrow? You the haters, why are you spreading hate to USA and Canada and UK? Oh. All right, so what's happening? What's happening? What's popping? I looked at that message, I'm like, hey, am I looking at something different? Where is Judy Moya? Judy Moya should have deleted that message immediately. But I'm still seeing it's existing there. 40 minutes ago, it is there. It is still there, guys. And somebody is like, I don't think Grandma's old house could have survived. Thank you for helping, Brian. Another one, we stand with you. This is urgent. Please start GoFundMe, and I can have my congregation, co-workers, neighbors, family, and friends to contribute. Hey, patience. Hey. Hi, Patricia Silva. Oi. All right, guys. So I have looked at that, and I'm just wondering. Others are like, the devil is a liar. The rest are like, I suggest your house and assets inside. This will help in case of natural disaster and theft. Someone is, OMG. So brasileiro. Okay. Quem está falando? Menino. Oh my goodness. Hola. Oh, so the other OMG, have mercy, okay? Go low on this. Be careful. Don't walk in the rain. Be careful, okay? The other one, let me check. Another one is sorry for the loss. Another one is, I don't know the magnitude of damage till I saw the hailstones on the ground. Other ones are like, lightning is dangerous. All right, so guys, how about this? What is your thought? What is your thought? Meanwhile, let's play the receipts before we can talk about this, okay? Yeah, let's look at this before we can talk about it.
They have been carried away, you see? All of them. I'm telling you, look, it's raining here.
Guys, I look at the extent to which people can risk, you know. It's still raining, but somebody is struggling in the rain. I don't know who that will be. Who not that be this? Struggling with panels in the, in the rain. And some people are like, it's dangerous when it's raining and there is lightning. Stop what you're doing. Barry Adams, hi, welcome on the platform, and thank you so much, Bear Adams. Like the video. Okay, so we are seeing hailstone, and we are seeing solar panels flying all over the place, and Marwa is ordering from somewhere, and there is somebody with panels holding in the rain. I'm like, why are you risking your life? Because as long as your life is spared, there's nothing you can do. And if anything at all, the reality is Marwa said today that they were able to build Brian's grandma's house, and that proved that he has serious people around him. He has serious people around him, and of course they'll be doing something. But I'm just looking at that message. My title has come from that message from one of the followers who has said he should not sound like a begging what, preacher?
Oh my God. 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 Look. Look at that. Wow. Look. Oh my God. Oh. Ay.
All right, so it's very risky, guys. Looking at what, effect. So Beryl Adams is like fufu. What is fufu? Fufu is Nigeria. Bear Adams. What is ugly? What is ugly? The scenery. Of course, the scenery is very ugly. And I was just looking at one of the comments from there, and that is what my title was. Because one person was telling Marwa, deal with it, okay? Of course, when you look at the previous video we watched for Marwa, Marwa believes he has very strong people, and of course he has. We cannot argue with that, all right? And if he has strong people around him like Bear Adams, Bear Adams, then they should go on and do something for him, all right? Because hailstones are common in Western anyway, very common. And this kind of rains, but it depends where, how your home is, okay? And possibly, I think the problem here is on installation and some other things. Installation has maybe been poorly done. In fact, among the comments I've seen is that if it was grandma's place, it could not survive, which is true. Very true. Because when you look at the foundation of the grandma's house, it was not as strong as this. But when you look at Marwa's, foundation for the house, it was strong enough. No wonder the house survived. Now, this takes us back to the time Gintu used to be working here, and is it Matiko? Not Matiko, this boy. They used to work here. Oh, Bear Adams says it's my birthday. Do we sing for you? Bear Adams, we can sing for you. Can we? Please say yes if you are still there. Joseph Mutinda, welcome to the platform. We missed you. Niko poa sana, karibu sana. And there is disaster that has struck. All right, so Joseph Mutinda, there is Bear Adams here, and they are having a birthday and asking us to sing. So I gonna sing, though it's in the middle of the night, but I gonna sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bayo. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right, so everybody sing happy birthday to Bear and welcome in the house. All right. Okay, so we have seen what is happening at Marwa's site, and it's ugly, really ugly, as Bear has said here. All right, so let's check on this. The panels have been swept everywhere.
There's been a disaster here. This is crazy. Oh my God. Zindishwe ndani tu, si ndio? Ama hapa kwa kona hapa. Oh my God.
Okay, Bear. I am a singer partly. I train music choir. I also compose a lot of songs. If you check on my other channel, that is Music Hills TV, you will see my songs, guy. So welcome to the other channel. Life Saga is a political one. Then Music Hills is a musical. Yeah. So Bear Adams, it's true that Marwa has cooked it. Now, I know tomorrow people will be making very controversial videos towards what has happened. And one thing, I normally think that when you are actually buying land and constructing, away just from building, you need to look at the common experiences in the place. And I'm so happy and glad that currently I know a parent who is informed about weather. In fact, the parent sent me some updates about the rains and what will be happening very soon. And I think I've just seen the signs. Yeah, it is true. I wish I had shared that video, that script I'll be sharing tomorrow. Yeah, so we have meteorological department. They really have the reality about what will be happening in places. And I think from what I've learned, even when I want to acquire land or do some development later, I'll be consulting the meteorological department because they have information about places, even about the terrains and what happens. And having such a friend is a very important thing. Yeah, so Bear says game. Which game is this? Which game? All right. Which game? Let me know. Let me know. Mutinda, where did you go? Joseph Mutinda. All right. So the reality is that when you look at the disaster that has struck in Marwa's compound, the villa, Meda Villa, after the homecoming and people celebrating with wine. But anyway, I may not see the charts now, but I'll continue at least for 30 or so minutes. So imagine I was just about to sleep when I saw that video. Let me look at it. And the reality is that I know people will be coming up with very controversial statements because yesterday Marwa came up with a video live stream and he was trying to prove that you know, he has made it, and he has people behind him. Sometimes it's not good to talk like that. And when people talk like that, sometimes you say, yeah, you did not want to prove anything to us, but God is listening. And of course, people have made also some other videos concerning what he said, that people should adopt kids. And I saw Nairobi teacher having said that that is a scam. And I was like, okay, why is it a scam? I'm yet to understand anyway. But if Marwa is willing to actually adopt kids, he should just do so, you know. But maybe he was talking to the sponsors, to those who have endless money from their bank accounts that always fall around. People like Mark, Michael, Sandra, and the rest of them. Because if somebody can have 150,000 to donate, really, it means people have a lot of money out there. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. But I was looking at that and then I just wonder. So let me just read some of the comments again. Somebody was here saying, when are some going to stand on their own feet? You know, like Marwa doesn't want to stand on his own feet. Every time he's there saying, help, help, come around and help. He is a billionaire, in fact, from my thought. Because if the sister showed us his account and she was showing us a lot of money, 100,000s of USD as made on YouTube because of the following that they have. Now, in fact, in the video that Marwa made, he was proving that your following is your net worth, which means he has about, by the way, he has about how many followers? He has 573,000 followers. And they watch his videos, like the video he just did in 1 hour ago. He has already 10,641 views. And people there are willing to contribute. They are going to contribute. By the way, by tomorrow, they'll be contributing. But I just wish that Marwa should look into himself. Maybe he should try to talk to God in privacy and try to say that I've done some wrong things here and there, but God, I'm urgently seeking that you forgive me. Because when you look at the reactions people do, they don't do it out of blues. They do because they have seen some things Marwa has done, whether it's chopping on the charity that he receives and all that. So the reality is that sometimes you may curse yourself based on what you are doing. Now, I'm not here to judge him because all of us, of course, when we touch money, we might have the urge to pick some here and there. But then when he began to talk about the orphanage and say that he's not going to give money, all he will give is material. I even did a reaction to ask myself, why? That old lady, the lady that is in charge of that place, knows how to deal with money. And she should be left to deal with matters instead of Marwa now wanting to dictate, take videos. You know, it's like taking advantage of the vulnerable. And orphans are one people that you don't play around with. You don't. Orphans, widows, they are a very tricky situation. God always says he is their father and he guards them. Marwa has a live father and also a father that has taken care of him. He has the mother. So he should actually treat the matters of orphanage with a lot of care. So anyway, let's see what happened. So I've seen some people saying that Marwa always calls upon people to help, yet some are living in rental houses in UK, Canada, and USA. Of course, if I leave Kenya today and go to America, I might make a lot of money and feel like I contribute towards Africa. However, the reality is that I'm still living in a rental house, so I'm struggling. Even those who are in Kenya. Let me assure you that those who are living like in Nairobi, not all of them have afforded to build their own houses. They are living in rental houses. Yeah? But then Marwa has solar panels flying and he quickly says he wants urgent need. Hey, my goodness. When will people learn to actually invest and use their own money? Even there is a problem with a financial advisor here for Marwa. Because I don't see why you should build a whole massive house like the one he has done in the middle of nowhere when you can go and build in a town a very standard house that will bring you money. Then you will stop asking for people to help you in everything because there will be something bringing in money, you know. Yeah, so somebody known as E85 also. Let's look at this. This is Marwa's channel, by the way. This E87 has written here, Marwa, I think you should work with the financial advisor. By now, you should be having a significant amount of passive income investment. And taking advantage of compounding is what you will fall back on after YouTube. Buying land is investment our parents made, but we are even better opportunities. You have assets that are generating nothing, yet you have handled millions more than average persons. True. I like those advices, and I wish Marwa should read this without feeling like some people have negative energy. Because the problem with a lot of Kenyans, they always think when you talk about something in a pointing it in another front than just clapping the hands, you have negative energy. But I don't think that is the case. Because here, like you see, E987 is giving genuine advice to Marwa. Marwa, by now, given that he has handled a lot of millions, even DEE MWANGO, somebody should discourage them from building those big villas in the middle of nowhere. In a whole village, then you start struggling with roads. Why can't you, because you have money and you are enlightened, go near a road, buy a plot, build a house, go now to somewhere Migori, build hostels. We have universities around you people. Go to Migori, build hostels, you know. And if you have those safari vehicles, can you lease them maybe to a company, let it run and bring money every blessed day? People are also investing in bonds and securities. I have not heard that about Marwa. Marwa is just struggling real estate. If you want to build here in Nyabohanse, I can really help you. How is that going to help you, Marwa? Look at you now. In minutes, you see your house has been blown off. The panels are flying. Hailstones are there. Then you begin shouting, urgent help. You mean you don't have any money, or you just want to see your account full of money floating? That is your happiness, so that you can keep saying, I want Beluza, Beluza from South Africa. What are horses going to do in this land? By the way, guys, I'm trying to be genuine as much as I can. Personally, I am someone who believes in multiplying wealth. The little that I have, even when I take a loan, I try to build a commercial house, not a big, you know, we call it residential house. What for? Why should I take my money, go invest in something that is not going to produce for me money? You know, when you come to Kenya, there are people from the mountain. And when you sit around them, you'll see the wisdom. They argue things out. They reason out and believe in multiplying wealth. Yes, it's good to have a good retirement home. It's good to have big dreams. You know, I heard David Jr. had been told by somebody, why build such a big house when you can build a small house? And he just trivialized it and said, no, I have big dreams, so I should live big. Yes, you can live big, but genuinely, let's talk about these guys. And I think Maro should take this kind of advices seriously. Financial advisor is something he needs because he has not managed that. Why take years traveling, like 7 years, in 74 countries, you come back and build a villa, then you have only one visitor. Like this year, he has received 3 visitors. The Trench Town grandpa, he has now received a Jamaican uncle, and now currently we have another Yemen known as Griffins. So in a year, like you receive 5 visitors. Anyway, maybe they pour a lot of pounds, I don't know, or dollars, I don't know. Maybe that is the secret. But the reality is, if Marwa really wants to grow, he should think of having a financial advisor instead of running to have a manager of something he has not invested in. Considering brands only is not enough. People are currently investing in real estates. Like, I would uphold what David Jr. is doing a bit, because he has built a big building around Nyabohanse. When he has done that, he may be approached by an Indian who wants to run business there because he's near the border. Maybe someone who wants a bank or wants a hardware or something. Then he can customize based on the needs of the customer. And once that person takes that building, he will make money with it continuous till death. What about Marwa? how many visitors will keep coming to the villa? That place, do you know one thing with a place, even if people are building, there are sometimes it becomes a haunted place. Now, I want you to set on America, for example. I am one person who has read a lot of books about America. And there are some houses which used to be very beautiful then. But currently, as many people begin to build more and more modern houses, that house becomes a haunted house. No one wants it. Now, look at the situation of what has just happened in the villa, guys. How many people would want to go to this villa currently if this has happened? And in fact, there is no electricity in this place. If he built in a city like Migori, and being a popular national or international traveler, people would really have the urge to see. Let me just check on this. And I'm just being genuine. No hard feelings, nothing. And I'm not mocking, but I'm just trying to actually think about what could he have benefited with if he did otherwise. And he can still do it. I believe Marwa has money on the account. He doesn't work for stones, does he? After all, he has said that YouTubers earn a lot of money compared to the workers, which is true. Given that he's a YouTuber who has made a milestone, automatically he's earning a lot of money. And that is the reality. So why can't he focus on this? And I would wish that the genuine people who support Marwa should now begin to press him and make him invest in real deals. Real deals, things that will really bring. So I really urge those people who stand by Marwa all the time, calling themselves Team Marwa, you cannot continue to be just there to back up and say, yes, yes, go, you are a millionaire, you are a masterpiece, Kenya should give you this. There are other YouTubers in Kenya, and I would wish, as far as Marwa has made a milestone, as far as he has traveled the world, as far as he feels he has big dreams, as far as he says he works 3 hard, as far as he said he has a sister close, as far as he knows that he has America, Jamaica around him, I think he should do some consultation. Seriously, he must sit down and rethink about his financial investment. Because when I look at Marwa, I see him as someone who has really traveled, who has been exposed to a different world, but he himself has not turned himself. We always say in Kenya, jogoo wa shambani hawiki mjini. Marwa has remained to be somebody who has traveled indeed, but when he has come back, the only idea he has is the villa. Villa. And we'll talk about we must develop Africa. Of course, he goes about helping some people to build their homes and also pay fees. But is that enough for himself and Maisha and the future children now that people are saying he wants 10 kids from his promise in past? You see, like I would wish he really collaborates with people from the mountain, because personally I am in groups and investment groups with people from the mountain. Why? Because I know they have a lot of ambition and they have a lot of good ideas and they know what it means by focusing and risking. So I have been able to even make a milestone with them. We have bought plots in, for example, Kitengela. We have bought plots there as a group. And planning on construction, of course. I have also bought one in Coast and also done construction, though not complete, but I know that will be an enterprise that will help me when I'm old. Now look at Marwa. Marwa has received a lot of money even from people, donors. Every day we see him here, contribute this. He has bought the fridge and filled the house. And I don't know, Rosho, when I look at you, sometimes I think that you have some ideas, but what is suffocating you? Even the other day now, Rosho again makes a mistake and buys land in Nyabohanse. And I was surprised and I was like, are you serious, you people? If Mashetaman gave this piece of land near Nyabohanse, even with people saying there are no documents, why wouldn't Rosho and Marwa join their efforts and begin to do some project there instead of just sitting and again buying another piece of land within Nyabohanse? When you look at David Jr., I think he has an advisor. And I don't know whether maybe the advisor has not reached Marwa or Marwa has no time to listen. Because look at David Jr. He buys land in this place, but he is not building there. He is only using for agriculture. But he has decided to, advance the land that he got at Nyabohanse. And I believe if DEE MWANGO has land in Nyabohanse, David Jr. has one, Marwa too has one there. So why did he decide to go to this near the river place? I don't think the river places are very best. As far as it will look like it's a good place, I don't believe so. Anyway, let's look at more before we can talk more.
They're supposed to be 10. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Zinafaa kuwa 10. Huku kuna mbili, si ndio? Tatu. Huku kuna 3. Hii ni 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. This is crazy. Look people's land.
Yeah, guys, one thing with the rains or waters are never our friends. Anything can happen. Now, you realize Marwa is walking in the water. There is disaster, of course, he knows it has come, but he is shaken. And he quickly posts a video to ask for help. I don't know. And I'm just looking at the subscriber who wrote that message. Actually, genuinely telling him to use his money for once and stand for it, because people in places are living in rental houses, which is the truth. Very true. This thing can help to anybody, but what is happening again to the network? Let me check. What is happening to the network? Let's try to see.
It is cold. We are freezing.
Yeah, now, guys, when there are hailstones at a place, it is normally extremely cold. Extremely cold. Okay? Let's just check on this as we continue. Wait, what is happening to the net? Yeah, the net seems to be stalling in some way. But anyway, let's proceed. I hope it will be flowing as we wait by. But the reality is that some people cannot just do things on their own. Once they know that there is assistance, by the way, that trend is not just a habit of Marwa. There are people, even parents, when you start to help them in paying fees for their kids, even in school, they'll be like, they can't even bring anything at all, even if they have. And I think this habit, Marwa has mastered it because he has people behind him. And we can't blame him. We can blame those who are behind because they have made him to so much believe that at any point he has a problem, people will help. He doesn't have to necessarily do it himself, all right? So you can see that the hailstones are all over the place. They are extremely cold, and I wouldn't stand that. Even if I was to save whatever I would save, I would just sit inside like Rochelle and wait upon what will happen. But Marwa goes up in the sun, in the rain, just maybe to make the drama realistic, Look at that. Look at that.
So at least I have 4. 4 that are working. See the entire place. That It's cold. Oh my God. Totally destroyed. Even this one here. Oh my God. Guys, we've just witnessed a disaster here. For those who even don't understand what I'm saying, personally, I'm pleading for help. I need to restore my solar panel system. They are over 50% destroyed, 60% destroyed. I need to call the technician to please come tomorrow. This video has to go out today. You can see it has rained. It's gloomy. It's not my camera. It's just gloomy. It's gloomy. The rivers have overflown. Yeah.
Okay, you can see that. You can see that Marwa has decided to go viral immediately when the disaster happened, which is this is a common, hailstones is a common practice everywhere. And when you living near the river, the expectation is that often such a thing will be there. That is the beauty of living near the river, of course. And he went quickly to show this because he knows that when you do this, you will receive the specific help that you're gonna receive. Meanwhile, let me check on something. I'm just checking on something here. Marwa, we here. Bear Adams, can you end the live stream? I'm going to end it very soon. 37 minutes, so we just wait some minutes because I have to talk about something else first. Yeah, so the reality is that Marwa is there already pleading for help, sounding like begging prosperity preachers. One of the fans, his fans has said, not me, but the fan has said that. Because I wonder, how expensive is this with a billionaire, not a millionaire, but a billionaire YouTuber in the house? Why can't he teach us that indeed YouTube is working? Because he always says it's working without necessarily having to say, I plead for help. I am urgently pleading for help. People should come and send some money towards the project and all that, you know. Like, it becomes a very absurd situation, such that he cannot even just do that and appreciate what people have done all around, you know. Anyway, I don't know. Does it mean that when you have people supporting you, just hang around, and when you have anything, then you tell them, come support? Even when you want to eat, you tell them, I have no food in the house, please help me to get some food to eat. I have a party, please, I don't have any money. Now, like, I'm trying to look at DEE MWANGO the other any money. She's very poor. And then the party, she said she doesn't even have a budget for her birthday. And people went around, donated very fast, and she said, yeah, people show me love when I'm still alive. And I was like, okay, let them continue showing you love. But then what kind of behavior is this whereby you just have to sit and make sure that people hold you every time? And you come around and brag and say, yeah, I have people who stand by me. And I know some of those who are helping, they're just helping because they want their name mentioned as supporters of Marwa, Team DEE MWANGO. But some of them are really hustling. The way one of the subscribers of Marwa or one of the fans has said, can't you do anything for yourself? You are a big as a YouTuber in Kenya. Why can't you use your money for once? Let us see you using it, you know? But then he begins, immediately a disaster arises, it's like an opportunity to grab and begin to plead to the subscribers, come help, plead, please, please, there is a problem, help. You know, it is so absurd because I don't know. I don't just know. The mastering of this habit of seeking charity. He said it's not begging, it's seeking charity. You know, like now you have to go up to the river, show that there is real disaster. Now I'm like, that rain has not only fallen in Marwa's home. Can other YouTubers now show us also? We want Nasto. Nasto, come out, show us your home. Because those hailstones have not only beaten Marwa's home. Yes, Mayugno, come out and show us. Gitriba, please come out and show us the kind of destruction that we have seen. What about Ankomo? Ankomo, show us something. Who else? Who else? Nico Buddha. Nico Buddha, come out and show us what has happened to your home, because these hailstones have not only fallen in Marwa's home, and all of you are also surrounded by rivers. Murimi, are you present? Matiko, show us also so that we see what has happened in your home, because this disaster cannot only be in Marwa's compound. We want to see other compounds also. Now, allegedly, during the day, Marwa had bragged in one way or the other, I would say, that he has a team, a strong team. If you watch this video here, to be
honest, if really is one thing I have to say, I want to say thank you guys. So first is which name should we give the house? Please comment. Brown Lion, I see you. Saido wa Mombasa, I see it. And then the other day when I showed you the need of more money, you guys sent money, and we'll take that 700 boys back here. We'll take that $700, we give it to the orphanage. Now, how? I don't know if you can see, it says subscriber only. See there? Subscriber only. Somebody says, Marwa, your government could learn a lot from you. Yeah, I'll say my work ethics. If people did things the way I do them. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm saying if people really put money where it's needed, where it's intended.
Now I'm looking at that, I'm like, Marwa, have you put money where it's needed? You put your money in a villa, then you cannot even maintain it. You have to keep asking people to help. So if people did things the way you do, will they really survive the trivials of this world? Those people who rely on themselves, would they survive? Guys, hey, Scam Marwa is saying one should only beg for emergency, like hospitalization, cancer, incurable diseases. I believe so. That is the only thing you can beg for. But if you are building your house and you are begging for it, installation of solar, when some people are sitting in darkness, they don't have even, power. How can you beg for fixing of solar panels as urgent? And during the day, he was saying, if only people learned to put their money in the right place like him, then they would be better. And I was asking myself, has he put his money in the right place? Like, let's say, even that big villa, is it a good investment? The horses, are they good investments? The cars, the 2 parked cars which are not bringing any money, are they good investment? Some things we ask and people will be like, are you envious? But we are not envious. We are just trying to look, because I am very much focused in economic growth. And I wouldn't advise somebody to go build a big, big house in the middle of nowhere, then begin to showcase as a big YouTuber, bring about 1 foreigner or 2. Then they brag that they have an envoy. They go about, say they have a team behind them. They say that they have people love them in the world. Then they come about and say they have disaster, so people should come out and help. I wouldn't admire to have that kind of life. If that is the kind of life one can live, no. I've seen other YouTubers, big YouTubers like Ogobina. I've checked on other people like Eric Omondi and others. They are focused. They are doing some project for themselves. Some are investing even in good places. I have friends also in Mount Kenya and Kisii and other places. And all they do is to focus on investment, which will bring them money so that you have flowing money. You don't have to go begging. And what I believe is Marwa has money on the accounts, only that he has learned not to use his money. He wants his account to swell, to swell with money. So he doesn't want to use it. He doesn't want to use it. And he tells people you can copy from him. I can't want to copy that kind of life. No. I want to build just a normal house for myself. Then I build as many investments as possible out there to bring me flowing money that will help me not to look like I'm desperate begging on the street. If I stand to beg or look for charity, I should be checking for someone who has problems. Like Eric Omondi does, collect or mobilize funds for people who have problems, hospitalization, those people who have serious cases, you know. Yeah, that is what I normally see. What about Marwa? He collects money to build a house somewhere. Then in the process, we hear there was a scam. He collects money, I don't know for what. Then in the process, we hear there is a scam. People even donate, like a fridge he bought recently, 300,000, a fridge that was donated. Is that really necessary? Anyway, it is what it is. Now let's go to the story of the sister. The sister's story, so that I can make the thumbnail, put it there, and sleep. Yeah, so DEE MWANGO left Kenya, all right. While leaving, or in the process of leaving, she did a video saying emotional goodbye. As my brother, I don't know what. So let's look at this.
Mari, here at Kanai's, together with Uncle Mo. Hey, that her dress looks nice. That one, but...
Here.
So the thing is, this week I'm making orders for concrete, the small little ones, and the metal to come, and that will be it.
Hey, look.
Hey, the view.
Even you have no idea, but I'll tell you off camera. I'll put for you hostage. You'll be seeing them from South Africa.
Big dreams.
The new term is Appaloosa horse.
Yeah.
One is 10,000 US.
Guys, one thing I love about me is the fact that I have people around me who really inspire me a lot.
Yes.
All my brothers are building, they're doing big things. Yes. So you cannot be around such people and you sleep.
No, you cannot sleep.
Yeah.
Also, that is our forest sister.
Yeah, all that. And the view, I'm telling you. The sun, if you come here in the evening, there's a day. Yes, you see, very nice and beautiful. And if I put it glass like yours, glass.
Guys, so the only example DEE MWANGO has in life is my brother, and me and my brother, me and my brother, me and my brother. My brothers are building, they have big dreams, so I should also have big dreams, compete with them, build a big house like them, build a villa. Now look at what is happening to your brother with his big villa. Would you really want to have such a thing? I wouldn't want to have such a similar experience. But DEE MWANGO believes the brother is the only person who have the good dreams. And now remember, the brother had ditched this project totally. But he has now begged the brother to come back. And she is here bragging. Yes. Me, one thing with me is that I have people around me that are very hardworking, and therefore me, I have to work hard,
From the bottom.
Put a fish pond there.
Or some waterfalls kind, Those ones that they are created on the wall, on the fence. All I need is metal. You see, all this work is finished.
Yeah,
here.
all you need is metals. Because metals they could even be doing.
Person is supposed to do it, but sometimes you even wonder.
Even in my home there, I have a board I can.
The marine board.
Yes.
I have new ones, 12 new big ones in the store as we speak.
That can be used.
Cha.
I've
already checked you in already.
No problem. This was brought by Why Not Kibe. And now I'm like to work. Leo mnikumbushe niwape hata shilingi 10 humo. Ndio mkule mandazi.
All right. So while traveling to wherever she traveled to, she had to ensure that she checks her multi-million villa with her sister, with his brother. Because me, I have a strong brother with me, big dreams, and therefore me, the brothers are constructing, therefore me, I have also to construct me. Alright, so she has had to build a multi-billion or multi-million villa because the brother have done the same. I don't actually advocate that people should just do things because their brothers are doing it. That is a narrow perspective. Do some things because they add value. Do they bring money? Do they generate, that gratification? Possibly, maybe she has gratification in this, but I think there is a wrong financial advice here, generally. If she is merely copying from what Marwa is doing, then I think there is a problem here. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. So let's just pause here. We will continue tomorrow because every day is a brand new day and we need to build it, we need to build it. So guys, bye-bye. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate. Big up to Bear Adams. We had Mayus. We had Marwa. We had Patricia Silva. We had Joseph Mutinda. Who else? So we had so many people coming up different times, only that some did not stay for long, but you can go back, check from my beginning of the video up to the end. So bye bye, have a nice time.